Hi everyone, welcome to Z's Cozy Corner where creativity meets the conversations. I'm your host Z and you are welcome. Well guys, before we dive into the conversations, ngicela ukunikhumbuza ubani ngalibala upressa that button. Kaloku nikhumbule into bana xa uyicofile uyasikhulisa. And share this to your friends, family and your enemies, ne-ex, nobani na oqonda into bana angakhe athande manje ukubukela. Right? Okay guys, today ndihleli no, I don't know if ndithi Pastor Mdletshe or Glen. I don't know uba nina nizomazi ngobani, but then ndihleli no Pastor Mdletshe, Babu Glen.
Ngiyaphila njani ma?
Ngiyaphila nami.
No, ngiyabulela man. Ngiyabonga.
Yes. Bonga thina.
Ningamukele kanjena. Ngiyangibona ama clip lapha.
Yes.
Le program yenu, but ubusy ba man angibi nesikhathi, but ngizosenza isikhathi.
Yeah.
Ngizawusenza isikhathi. Uyazi ngiyangithi ke ebantwini ngoba abantu abaningi vele abawazi amagama wethu angempela ngithi.
That's why ngithi mina I don't know if ngithi uBaba Mdletshe noma ngithi because
ngithi ke mina no khuleka sebenzisa nje noma iliphi igama
lelizisa kamnandi
ezokhithaza uma ucabanga lelo gama ukithazeke Pastor Mdletshe Tuboy Khumalo Shaka Zulu wonke la
we understand wonke ngawakho
wonke but ultimately igama lami lokuzalwa uGlen Gabela.
Yes.
Now yes, actually there's a group with WhatsApp about approach Gabela. So they are from KZN, Amazulu basically. Ne?
Okay.
So a challenge ngiyabona apparently bebhekene nayo was bebefuna kwaziwe na kwaZulu. Ukuthi akusiso isibongo sikaZulu kuphela. Esikhona. Bakhona no Gabela. So they formed a page of all the Gabelas.
Okay.
And tracer, ultimately, usisi ukhonisiso wafika lapha uGabela naye. Yabona ukuthi behambe ebuza. Khona lo baba actayo uShaka Zulu babamdirect. Wathi ukuthi usuke eRockville because I grew up in Rockville. Right?
Okay.
So currently ngise White City. So baqala bamkhomba la bengazathi ngakhulela khona bengihlala khona. So hamba ufike eRockville babamdirect ke White City la sengihlala khona. Ngabona mina ngomuntu esengena as introduce usisi uGabela ebefuna ngizojoina nami kule group. So now the amazing thing is mina nguGabela ne on the Xhosa side.
Shini madoda ngumXhosa. umXhosa.
Ngajoli inkomo.
Hayi suqoka.
Yabo.
Asaze bazibhalani futhi. Saze andikona kwamakhulu wami na kodwa ikhona into ehlanganisa.
Ikhona. And enye history now that I like abantu abadala there's indima abangazange bayidlala. As to bus introduce sazane, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because who knows, you could be my sister, you know.
Exactly.
And natibana na bonalis mamandia. Ipenchisi. Yellow bone. Gandhi siyazalana, you know what I'm saying? So we need, to really inspire, especially about abadala, masebekhona bebesaphila, ne? Let them share history, our history, but like singobani sivelaphi, because nakhona ukuze ndazi mina uba I'm on the Xhosa side. I was brought up by my grandmother. Lapho ngakhulela khona eRockville. Because my mom ube ngusista eBara, right? So ebesebenza like odd hours. Uyazazi ngomosini ships zamanezi, what I'm saying. So I ended up like ngihlala ke nogogo ngikhuliswa. Ngikhuliswa ngukhokho eRockville eSdandeni.
Yes.
Umakhulu nini. Up until when she passed on, ugogo ke man umama kamama took over. Right?
Okay.
Now I was brought up by my two grannies. They were sisters. Behlala ke bobabini eRockville, right? Now the only child at home, and nabo puta, nabo sisi, ngubhuti ngusisi.
Okay.
I'm all in one.
All right. So abamama bakhulisayo ke ngoku ogogo ngama-sisters.
Ngama-sisters.
So like ukhula ke ngoku nake ungulo bhuti, ungulo sisi. And then like so indaba ye-acting ivela khona apho.
Acting yazivela phi. Yazi kodwa mina ngabhala idrama ngam.
Okay.
Ngabhala idrama ngam. Ake ngibuye ne-award eHollywood, yeah. Drama Gabela. Right. Being alone, being the only child ekhaya,
Yes.
kwafika isikhathi where ngakhula ngi-active. Ngakhula ngi-active, ngadlala nebhola, ngenza i-boxing, ngadlala i-karate. Ngisukela.
Ngiyaxolisa. Yonke into bengiyikhulumile ngiyaxolisa.
So I ended up like playing soccer, right, for a club called the Western Rangers. When you goalkeeper, I played for like something like close to 10 years in goalkeeper. And according to abantu bengikhula nabo nama-club ebezidlala against wona, I was regarded as one of the best amateur goalkeepers.
Oh, manhle.
Right? Now umnikazi we-Western Rangers, le club ebengiyidlalela.
Yes.
Umbutana Khumalo. Umbutana Shabalala.
Mbutana
Ushabalala.
Yes.
Ubabakhe owner i-A2 cinema pha eMfula,
yes,
right? So we had free access Getina as players Western Rangers, as umnikazi Western Rangers, ubabakhe nguye owner i-A2 cinema. So like I would spend almost all my weekends, Saturdays especially, Friday, Saturday,
yes.
So I think that's where acting, got like interested. And good at time bengisenza karate then, right? It was just after that stopped karate, mama ngizodlala ibhola. So bekusandala abo Bruce Lee, abo Jackie Chan, stuff, you know what I'm saying? So bengithi ke mangibuya eBioscope, ngizingenele eroomini yami ekamereni eRockville, ngivala umnyango, angizo-actor. Now actor like me one. Even I'm cowboys. Remember, like we grew up with karate. We grew up in Western movies, right? With John Wayne and then the rest of them. But Kirk Douglas. I remember I had a very fascinating attraction to Kirk Douglas. In the beginning, Kirk Douglas, he had like a dimpled chin, like so.
Oh yes.
Right? And I'll take it like the sellotape. So I think that's where my acting thingy was birthed, right? Being acting you want to up until when I got to a secondary school, Mlapo Secondary School, right? That's when they sent a set book. And we were studying also Shakespeare.
Oh yes.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And I remember the first incident lapho ngizobaka besides biza sketch.
Yes,
sketch. So we would perform all my set books ebesiwafunda esikolweni. Now Shakespeare was a very challenging book, like the language yakho, like it's ancient, right? English. So it would make us understand the book even better, right? Now, being the only child, I was Papa, so I'm very shy.
Hey,
So I was very shy, very reserved.
Okay.
But somehow my class teacher was something as a performer. I didn't know that I could act. Right? So my class teacher were doing, he said book like Shakespeare, The 12th Night. Now I'm select as one of the actors, the performers. About play right? And I played the character of Malvolio, yellow stocking Malvolio, right? And on the last day of school, when we're getting that results day to certificate, then we would have to perform the play, right?
Yes.
Then our families, friends would be invited to come and observe, right?
Yeah.
And so I perform. I can assure you, applause umalvolio I told from your audience. Like, wow. And these other groups, now, but they were playing a play, a Shakespeare, right? Like Julius Caesar and them and
Yes,
them.
yes.
And I can assure you, they were after me. Befuna ngizojoyina
Cha
ngamakhasi wabo. I'm
babona
saying,
i-energy
hey,
yakho.
okay. It
Wow.
means like maybe there's something. I think that's where the love your acting started. But yeah, end up ne? Mlapho
Khona
secondary
pha
school.
esikolweni
Yeah,
ne?
that was in the 70s.
But that time ikhona pha like izothini i-developer kancinci. Like ngexesha nisenza ni-actor phayana ikhona ke ngoku into ochukumisekayo apha entliziyweni yakho noba like uyenzile then waphuma kuyo.
Yaba khona mangifumana like i-response, i-applause from the audience.
Then you were like, hey, I can do this.
Yes, ngiyenzile mos le nto. So bachazeke and stuff. And the fact that like these other cast bebefuna ngizobajoyina uyabo. So
Yeah, uyabona ubana hayi man.
Something,
Yes,
ikhona
okay.
le nto. But after school, unfortunately, even now, right, there were no after school programs to follow up on whatever. I'm trying like is PO right? So when I completed it, because it was my final year in secondary, then acting out the window.
Yes.
I was focus I got could sport and then I played soccer.
Okay.
But it was during the I think like this is where I actually started. You know?
Okay.
Because I remember my late uncle, a boxing club, Big Brains Boxing Club, by Mfulo South, right?
Yes.
And I would be boxing. I've been active, man. How was it like? I'm dangerous. I'm very dangerous.
Yeah, detail that was.
So, I'm going to go boxing.
Okay.
The late Rose of Soweto Dingan Gabela. Benspara naye at amateur level.
Okay.
Now, back then, I think it was during the advent or AK-47 up in South Africa. The struggle. Now, the way Ben Donoranga, Ben Donora Shemeringin, that better to come.
But that was his land.
Yeah, and they nicknamed me AK-47. So my nickname was AK-47 in the ring. So I'm a skills in martial arts. I played soccer. And I'm a skills at boxing. Now, a friend of mine. When I good boxing, I stopped boxing because my mom was so against the boxing.
Remember, you are the only child.
Exactly. You know. So ngala energy now I felt, but I need to channel this energy. That's when I don't know how it happened, but accidentally, from a magazine, I've been Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was Mr. Olympia. They say winning Olympia, having won Mr. Universe 6 times, right? And I just fell in love with that structure. Then I took up bodybuilding. That's where there is for one on circle.
Yeah.
So I bought myself a home set. A friend of mine, Umendi Mankazan, right, who was into modeling, right? We're very close now. One day, in saying, Romania, pumping, sweating. I figure I'm a window. Glen, SABC, I'm audition SABC. Now remember, I knew nothing at all about the acting.
Yeah, we could be like
Yeah, you don't do audition. Lunch mhlambe kule lunch audition. Audition, yeah. You also realize audition SABC. Boom, SABC was like still in town, Commissioner Street, right?
Okay.
Before it moved to Glen Park.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out like the audition, they were looking for a lead character, right? Okay. It was a short film, which was in-house, staff as SABC. Okay. Short film. Now they were looking for a lead character who was a boxer.
Oh, wow. Uyabona ke ngokubana
injalo le nto. Now imagine I was about 6, sakhumbula like la measurement wakudala 6'1", 6'2" tall. Phela mama 6 foot umde.
Yes,
Now I was 6 foot plus, right?
Okay.
When I walked into that room, there's food, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That whole presence. I mean, like it
Yeah.
struck my producers. I got a part as a lead character, as a lead first attempt. Not I didn't get acted before in front of the camera,
Wow.
right? Because of the physique, because of my skill as a boxer.
We understand ke
Right?
ngoku.
Okay.
Then uzokhulisa esi ke ngoku ungasazi
Yes,
iskill.
exactly. So I think one of the days during shoot, was preparing for a scene where my character be punch back, right? Boom, 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 training. Now, Bill Ford, the late Bill Ford, who was a director Gashaga Zulu, right? Was walking by the studio, because it was a studio, right? Now, what I figure, okay, there's activity, alumnus up, now. There had been a search for months and months and months, Gashaga Zulu, the middle shark, because Henry Glen had already been cast as a shark. Ukumlane Henry already had been cast as the younger Shaka. So Shaka in the middle.
Okay.
Right? And there was a search for months and months. I remember they actually even went to the African continent up all the way. But like they look alike. Like so the correct actor had to have a similarity.
Yes, obviously.
Your hand one or the other, right? So Bill Ford, as it goes past, I want to get one like the back. In a dombo or some new piece pie. I be there. There was back then we had what they call a language advisor. All right,
Okay, yes.
Because I'm a drama way they were written by predominantly, believe it or not, African speaking people.
What?
Yeah.
Yo.
Being our ebebala. Drama zethu. So they would find like someone, a translator, also translator into the African language. Now on set they had to have what we call a language advisor. Like delivery. Are you saying the right words properly? Yeah, so Gabela was his name. He was the language advisor. Sebenza khona SABC. So Bill Ford at the door calls Overland Uqhiliza ahambe. Ekubuyeni kwakhe athi kimi Gabela or at the end of the shoot. I remember it was a Tuesday. Ngoba athi kimi on Thursday, right? Director lo Bill Ford uyakufuna for a screen test.
Wait, how old were you?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay. All right, no.
I'm 15 years old.
And you look 12.
Thank you. But I was in my early teens.
Okay.
In my early teens,
wow.
15, 16 thereabouts.
Okay.
Right, still fresh. Yeah. So now I'm called in for a screen test. Now the audition. Now kuba screen test. Ngithi mhlawumbe ke ngokule screen test yiyo ke le lunch okuthethwa ngayo bengizawuthi kanti screen test angizabona khona. So the Thursday we go hlangana nobabuqhiliza angiseke kunantshe ku studio uBill Ford. Turns out the screen test yabona ngoku I'm a yellow bone. When you would compare my complexion no Henry Glen and yellow bone shame.
Okay.
Henry, he was dark.
Okay.
Right? So they had to paint me. Make it up, complexion a bit closer to, right? After they made me up, a mirror. You know, when I took that mirror, I looked at the mirror. The way the similarities were, you know, amazing. That's how I got in Gagasha. I didn't even audition. Now I go audition. I can remember it was an audition, but I told her because of the structure, because of the skills, right? Now, a big production, major production, Ushaka Zulu. I didn't audition. I got the part because I looked like Henry Glen.
And they've been looking.
They're going for months and months and months.
It was waiting for you.
Wow. And all right, tola ticket. Now remember, the time I lived, my aim actually in life was to become a medical practitioner. Because remember, like my mom was a nurse, ne? So like medicine
Yeah,
in my
ring
head,
and
ring, and I said, so not no man. Now I'm from your better, from 7 years better as a doctor, right? So I did my first year, med vets, but because my mom, because I come from a single parent, family.
Okay.
I don't know my dad even this day.
Oh.
He passed on when long ago it was, but I never, because according to my Bashugana, I was like still a baby. So I never knew him. So ngikusa ngumama. Ngaka ngikusa abogogo and then umama to go, right? So ulontuka ngithi mama ngihluleka ukuqhuba ama-studies wami e-medicine. I had to find mhlawumbe like umsebenzi ozangifakela imali quick, because my main aim was still to go back and finish up in medical studies. Medicine, yes.
Okay.
So, which is how I ended up accepting, because like remember, even today, there's so much money in acting. So my main goal was go in, work, save money, go back to med school, right? So with the offer kaShaka Zulu, angekabuyela esikoleni angithi ngikhona ngisazamqokelela imali. I get ilantuka ticket from Jan Smuts Airport. All time was still called Jan Smuts Airport then. This is a history lesson. Ngizonibuza ama-question first. So ngithola ticket to go to Asata Jan Smuts Airport. There's a ticket waiting for you. You'll be flying to Natal. In case that it was still called Natal back then, right? In the 70s, it was 78. Here I am.
Flying.
Your flyer. I'm a dreamer by nature, right? I should have named Joseph. I'm a dreamer big time. I would like see an aeroplane. I'd look at an aeroplane, and one day, but just as a kid, you know what I'm saying? And here was my dream. Here was my dream coming true. Gabela aeroplane. I flew for the first time in an aeroplane. To Durban airport corner. There was this Indian guy who like Glen, Gabela.
Oh.
Right? Wow. Imagine, the excitement. I was flying. I was in an aeroplane. Now here's an Indian guy who paid Gamalam, so everyone can read Glen Gabela. He was my chauffeur. Uzongilanda ngemoto ngisa hotel. Oh, okay, back seat. I'm not allowed to ngihlale front. Ngihlale back seat. Okay. And so I was driven to the hotel, 5-star hotel. That's where we're already booked. Tutum keys. And it was like a 5-star hotel, from a flying experience to a 5-star hotel.
Understand.
Meals
And this is more than Lama meals.
Exactly. And now my question was, if ngizobuyela esikoleni kwalo bezangiflyisa kwalo bezangilalisa 5-star hotel angifide angiphama amabhika because every must represent in there will be buckets upon buckets of like whatever beverage oyifunayo akathi brand ke ngixoxa kaloku mbona bonke right, you understand? So like all that, like a soft, welcoming, you know what I'm saying? It's changed my mind. That's how I ended up in the industry.
Okay, Yasusa, that
medicine. I'm medicine.
I can't backfly pa. Get a backfly is a pub medicine.
Okay. So like hotel.
You start to make a man
exactly.
So
exactly.
Okay.
So that's how I ended up in the industry, because of like the perks, you know what I'm saying? I started enjoying the perks. Although ama-challenge abakhona ngaqale ngahlangabezana my first challenge in the industry. I've been there, mama. Been there, I'm telling you. Been there. Now, bengingakabi an idea, yeah? It's like how the entertainment industry, the film industry functions in South Africa, right? And I'm an agent. Ngizihambela ngibiziwe so I didn't know ukuthi kusetshenziswa kanjani kumele ama-contracts and stuff. So i-agreement yami nabo was verbal.
Okay.
Right? No paper signed. Kuthiwe kimi because uHenry Cele was getting like something like about 40,000, right? And 40,000 in the 70s. For a teenager, being a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? It was millions, right? And fresh out of school, you can probably if I will ever go back to med school, as I save, you know what I'm saying? So I was offered the same rate, like we're sharing the same role, okay? Meaning then that, excuse me, in essence, I was also offered 40,000, but the 40,000 was universal, right? Meaning then that for the entire stint, on a daily or on a per call basis, right?
Okay.
So universal, we told her at the end, but it covers like long and so I was alternating setting Henry. When Henry was called upon, then flyer back. So you can imagine it takes aeroplane, SAA. South African Airways.
Yeah, I understand.
Then we take Siam. You know? So you can imagine, I mean, like that excitement, flying to and fro, aeroplane, to a point where at the end, then I would be called Henry, I'll take a break, then pay him. So it's alternate. But at the end, it was my last day, right? Okay? Because it was shot over 13 months, but like this alternator was on the hand. So on the last day, it was a Friday. Masibuye setini kuthiweke ngibizwe ofisini. All right, ofisini obviously ngiyothola ke manje besabhalela i-check back then, besakhola nge-check, right? So ngizobhalela i-check, kuthiwa right, come uzolanda imali yakho, it's been your last day. Ngihambe ngifike ofisini nansi i-check ibhaliwe. Remember 40,000 angithi yasisabhala.
Yes.
Right. Kuthiwe here's a check.
Say ibhaliwe. Okay.
On it, 7,000.
Oh no!
7,000.
No, from 40.
Yes, please. 7,000. Right? That's what I made, Kushagazu.
Oh no!
Now verbal agreement. That's what taught me.
No, man, from 40 to 7.
7,000. That's what I came out with.
Oh no! So your reason eyenza ubana my
reason ebekwayo bekusaphethe like la fola kuyabo beqala take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Just take it or leave it. Kuthiwe kuzofuneka go pack your bags. There's a bus driving back to Joburg with the crew babatholi weekend off. Now from flying to bus.
Uyayibona into abantu abagqibile ukukusebenzisa ngoku sebeya ku like,
and it was remember ngula era your right? So quite like the militancy within me. I knew resistance. No. But I didn't know who to go to. Right? Fortunately, language advice. So I had to Baba, hey, Glen, Gabela, and I call some fun. I'm going to down in the Benzaima. I'm only language advice.
No, I got a coach like you.
I go Bill Foray, my director. Bill Foray gave me the same story. Glen, I'm sorry, I'm a director, can't do anything. I'm not getting into that bus. These guys will have to fly me back to Joburg, right? Ngahlala. Ngaye evumile kadula besengibloma nodudu mkhizi. Dudu, this is a situation that okay, I was like accommodate. But remember now I'm on my own. Contract time paid according to them. I couldn't get my meals, no lunch, no breakfast, no nothing. I'm saying part of the team. So anyway, up until such time, I had no choice but. I thought I would have 7,000 to be I had to buy my own ticket to fly back to Joburg. That was the first challenge in my first big, major
like has angilungi solo 7,000
yaphelela. Right, all right, ngibuye anyway ngisebenze
uqhubeke ufumana amanye ama-gigs
ngishaka now Glen uyaziwa hayi production after production bafuna no Gabela and I was playing my lead role bangifuna for family characters only. You know what I'm saying? And all right, I worked well with other productions, okay? But once getting aware of like the importance of contract, right? Yeah.
Kumnandi ndingaphazamisanga baba. Kumnandi ukubetheka usaqala because ukuhamba kwendlela ke ngoku so
exactly.
Funeka ndibhalile mnazika.
So uvula amehlo ke ngoku.
Okay.
So in the approach where there's an old man, or that one may soul rest in peace, uBoyke Muhlame, umyeni the late Roslyn Murapeti. Roslyn ngumalunya kulama soap bazamaza besuit. Brilliant performer. Boyke, excellent actor as well. So agents, HM casting. So I'm invited to join the first time getting through agents, right? But now I'm a job through HM casting, okay? Now Uboyki, right, so right, they take care of like my negotiations, right? And then I'm busy office right there. My terms nanga come out boom sign, right? My first paycheck with this Scores Films, right? As a lead character, baby wakha khona bebe ngiyibhoxa khona you know, memories sweet memories, right? Kumhlala Duma, that was the title, right? Lead nakhona. Contract yami was paying me, that's when I understood even on a call basis or on a per call basis, really on a daily basis. The day man says, boom, this is the amount you're getting, right?
Unlike
So they started me off at 200 per call. But even then, I mean, 200 rand a day, it was something.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. Because like, yeah, I could let, and I'm a lead, so I'm setting almost on a daily basis, right? So I was looking at a couple of thousands at the end of the day. Undaba mhlongo shem, bebe ngisebenza nobaba undaba mhlongo ebedlala iphathi yenyanga yabo ulokuza the late Godfrey Emuloyi, you know, the Godfather. I've been blessed, man. I've been blessed in this industry, right? But because of the producers saw my work ethic, right? Because I go overboard, you know what I'm saying? And irate yam yanyuka from 200 awugcina sengibiza office la sokuyisela ilokuzi call rate yakho 2,000, from 200 to 2,000 a day. Yeah.
From 200 ba-edda nje into engekho ba-edda nje uzero ba-edda into engekhoyo ba-edda into engekhoyo
you know, so I started earning 2,000 a call.
Wow.
And back then, because it was a drama series. The drama series would shoot them over 4 months, right? Sakalape, Joburg, then we went to Indred. Scores can be Indred as a location, yeah. I'm saying for Lamasinas as a Makai. Okay, can't figure Indred. I told man, hey, yes, out. But news are from 2000, I ended up getting 4,000.
Oh man.
So that's how my progression, started. Brilliant working conditions, excellent. Ngiyadibana nabo John Rogers, who also mentored me. I learned a lot from John Rogers because he was a writer, producer, director. And then on the director's chair, that's where I learned the tricks of directing. And then waba a course later on where Neo Matsunyane, Vusi Dibakwane, Willie Tambo, Achim Zizi were all like, my students. So we actually attended the training as directors.
Oh, wow.
And I worked well. Well. Up until, unfortunately, yeah. But, all right, back on ukusebenza kwakho. You build a profile. Whereas you are now, you're in demand. You're in demand. But ultimately, let demand. Now, you're better. Ask how.
And if you find a lot because we demand, obvious.
Now, Tina, is situation here to Apekaya. They reckon the more you work, the more you profile Ikula, the more expensive you're going to be.
Yo,
so
problem anything because you are expensive.
You're expensive. I young data Shem.
Hey, and I can't negotiate like we practice no, it's fine, man.
And even today, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather when you negotiate with me, right? Let's talk. Be honest, be open.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And is committed. Let me commit myself knowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm if I'm not budget, I've worked with students, after, for example, at Oakland Park, right, in 2010, right? There was no money there. No money. But they explained the fact that, all right, there were still students, the I'm saying, with a little, but like they were open.
Yeah.
Not committed, because like they actually impressed upon me how ukuba khona kwami kubalekile for bona kuzaba ne-impact, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And I appreciated that, you know what I'm saying? So now I appreciate umuntu ozawuvula
angafika aqalele uxoki then usebenze ukuthi
and then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I've worked for much less than I rate. Currently, and I'm a production company, I'm not available anymore. No. I'm behind the scenes now. I'm the big boss.
Oh.
I'm a producer, I'm a director, I write my own things. So,
hey!
Even says I'll act in my own stories.
Yes,
please.
Oh, wow. Okay, now that you are your own boss, you have your own production and everything.
Currently, God has blessed me. You know, I actually went through the worst period in my career about 2-3 years ago. No, since around 2018, right? Because I was offloaded from like this production, right? E-contract agreement here to SI sign. Right, called for me to be one of, as baby explain, one of the permanent cast members. Okay? Permanent. You see, basically, my first question to the production, all right, permanent. Explain to me what permanency means, right? Because I'm going to commit and I'd like
yeah.
So the series producer had to go, Glen, meaning then that you are going to have to relocate, leave Joburg, start a new life in KZN.
Because
you're here permanently.
All right.
Right? My mom was still alive. My daughter was in grade 7 back then, right? Right, I had family back in Joburg, right? What's going to happen to my family? Right? I didn't, no. So I bring your family. Well, I got 5 permanent, right? Either you buy or you build your own place, but be permanent, because like it's a new start for you.
And okay. And
bring your family.
Is
our cool. Moving forward. Bring your family, bring your mom, bring your daughter, right? Because this is where now your life is on a permanent basis. Now, in that scenario, what happens is, because now you are offered this permanent, type of environment, especially environment of uncertainty, because like you can never be certain film industry,
Yeah.
where your next gig is going to come from. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You could be involved in the production by my pela.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, and I always say to people, you are paying 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years. Which is what happened to me.
Exactly.
You know? So you build, you put all your eggs in this basket because like at least the future is secure. Right? So yonke into ngokusebenzela phezu kwayo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, when the rug is pulled out of your feet in that setup, what do you do?
Fall down.
Heads. Right now you earn a salary, so you're on your own. Company is down. You have to see yourself like if you're you have to find your own place, your own accommodation, right? Pay for your own accommodation, buy your own meals. In production, I like you are earning a salary. Salary. I'm as a permanent cast member. I'm no longer regarded as a call actor, so I'm not getting paid on a call basis.
Okay.
I earn a salary, which is standard. Like every month, like you get a paycheck.
Basic salary.
Basic salary.
Okay.
Right. Okay, it worked well. I was happy, but ilanduka industry to ibhlungu because number one, we're not regarded as permanent employees, right? We are part-time because umsebenzi wethu nature yawo, right? But at the end of the day, you earn your money. Be you a call actor or otherwise, you get ilanduka pay yakho, right? And then usazi ufuna 25% yakhe. Now tell me, if say you rate 2,000 a call, usebenze maybe twice a week. It's 4,000. At the end of the month, you have to pay 25%. Now, if an agent now, if you commission,
25 or 30%.
Exactly. So half of your salary is gone. So instead of like the 4,000 you're expecting, you only
so
sharing 2,000.
Oh.
You know? And those are challenges that I'm trying to share with people out there. That Abantu, they always have this mindset, hey, I'm an artist, badlala ngemali, dala lo muntu ekhona kule industry, akanamoto, akanandlu, you know what I'm saying? Number one, you don't qualify for all those perks. I don't qualify enough for a credit.
Because kaloku andithi uthola i-gig mhlawumbi ezokuthatha for 4 months and then iphele loo mali uhlale ke i-6 months ungatholanga anything, ibhenki yakho i-dry. So uzayiqualifya kanjani?
Uzaqualifya njani? So you have to see for yourself that you put everything in order. My policies, like life policies, my daughter was in school, my mom was at home. I'd started a loan at West Bank to buy the car because like I had to travel, to drive myself now to say, right? I take a loan at West Bank, I go to a garage in Tenimoto, I get this apartment, Mzoti, right? That apartment, lease, not less than 6 months, it's from 6 months upwards, right? With a 6 month to a year period, when I first moved in, that was in 2016, right? Elisha Corner, my monthly rates was 9,500 a month. 9,000 for a bachelor apartment. 9,000 your range. I had to pay 7,500 a garage. My car repayments, right? Now add 9,000 and I lost 7,000.
Oh no.
I had to pay 3,000 back to Ilantuga US Bank for the loan. My bank then, FNB, debits in a credit account, right? I had to pay back 2,000 every month towards the credit account, okay? The policy, life cover policy for myself, for my mom and my daughter. I was to send 4,000 every month, for the schooling of my daughter. I had to send like imali to mama, you know what I'm saying? So in total, right? And people, that's why I don't know, like someone somehow got hold of like how much I earned a month, okay? By bigger, by Cooper, like look at my social platforms. But bethola like 37,000.
Masibali ingxaki zakho
sibona
le mali. Sicinga fanuba le mali funeka uzithengele ngayo impahla, uzithengele ngayo imoto ongazuyibhatala.
Exactly.
Okay.
So kule 37,500 enshiyeka nayo a month. my debit orders in total, right? They came up to 32,000. Now subtract to 32 from 37. I mean, in essence, I was getting 5,000
rand
a month. And people are not aware of that. Then they reckon like, hey, we're wasting money. That's why I'm asking AEP money. AEP, you know? Because the people who are making a killing in this industry are the producers, the production companies. Which is why Batala in mansions, they drive the latest fancy cars, you know what I'm saying? Those millions that we make for them. And what do we get? Right. And I always say, now if you hate me for the truth I'm speaking. I'm telling the truth, you know what I'm saying? If you hate me, I'm good with that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's time we expose the exploitation. That's why our entertainers in South Africa die the way that they die. Poor, paupers, they're buried as paupers, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah. And then about Babebona, they celebrity. I hate that there's a title. That's why I say to people, never refer to me as a celebrity. I'm not. I'm an actor, I'm a performer. I'm content with actor, my favorite actor, my favorite performer. Yes, because that's what I am. But a celebrity? No. Because now, when celebrity, you are elevating me. Whether when you level, you know what I'm saying? And you are going to have our expectations as a celebrity. You know? The celebrity, they kind of mentioning Ferrari, Lamborghini, and a lot of our entertainers, right? They fall into that trap because my expectations were my friends were, and they try to live that life. They try to live to according to my expectations that my friends were. Does can't, right? But you know they yet the industry does not accommodate. It does not support that lifestyle. Right? The next thing, we are peli geek. Next thing in my life, next thing in my mention what happens to you? You have to go back to lam kuku or sugar.
From 0 to 0.
From very people that you are trying to impress, right, are the ones who will be pointing fingers at you, laughing at you, calling your name. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. I don't care what people say.
It's fine.
I know the truth. But they don't, right? Let them be. Let them believe whatever. I'm happy in Tlale White City. I'm content. I'm more than even the pizza.
To be continued.